It's good to see you. Today we're going to take a look at part 2 of my nail polish collection. I'll put a link to the first part below in the description. That was the first half. This is going to be the second half of my ridiculous collection of nail polish. And we're going to look at them in no particular order. Now this one here was one that someone sent me recently. A very lovely lady sent me a whole box of nail polishes. This is one that we've seen a lot if you watch my Walmart nail polish organization videos. This is Sally Hansen Diamond Strength. The color name is something blue. It's a very pretty sparkly light blue color. And the little rhinestone on the bottle there. That's a nice one. Like that. And then next we have this one. Now this is a metal finish from LA Colors. Metal nail polish. It has a long-lasting metal finish according to the sticker. The color name is Sublime. It's really pretty. Kind of a teal color there. And then speaking of teal, this is one that I don't think they're going to make anymore. You can't find it in Walmart anyway. This is some Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Re-Teal Therapy. And I think I have 3 bottles of this. This is one that I really liked. And someone also sent me a bottle as well. So that is Re-Teal, Teal Therapy. Here's another blue. You see this one's lighter. This one has a sticker on it. Apparently this is one of the jelly colors from LA Colors. This is also a color craze. The color name is Sheer Frost. It's a really pretty light blue. I think I found that one at Dollar Tree. I haven't tried it yet. So, and I don't know how good it is. Now this is Clean Color Nail Lacquer. And has a sticker on it that says it is Duochrome 3D. It looks like it looks black, but it looks like a super dark purple color. And it's just number 314, Bright/Moody. Yeah, it's super dark, like a dark purple. And so a subscriber sent me that too. I haven't tried it yet. Now this is an older bottle. This is one of my favorites right here. This is such a pretty color. It's super sparkly, as you can see. Now this is from Hard Candy. And the name of this color is Piece of Papaya. And it's a really cool color. But yeah, it's almost empty. There's not a lot in here. I have another bottle of this. They used to sell these at Walmart. I don't think they actually do anymore. I don't know if they still make it or not, but I got these originally at Walmart. But the last time I looked for the Hard Candy nail polish, I couldn't find any at Walmart. Now we have another one of these Clean Color nail lacquers. And this is also Duochrome 3D. These colors are pretty similar, but there is a slight difference there. This one is number 309, Bold/Classic. And it looks like it might be just a tad lighter than this one, just a little bit lighter. Now this one I found at Dollar Tree. This is Sassy and Chic nail polish, number 905. Doesn't even have a name. It's just called Nail Polish 905. Like, we're not naming this crap. Just give it a number. This is very similar to a fast drying Revlon nail polish that they don't make anymore. It was one of the, oh, I forget what it was called. It had a certain name, but I think the name of the color was Violet. And this color is very similar to that. And that's why I picked it up, because I always liked the color of the quick drying Revlon nail polish. But you can't get it anymore. So that's Sassy and Chic, but I haven't tried it yet. So I don't know how good it is. Now here's one that I know this looks like traffic cone, but it's not as violently, horribly bright as traffic cone. It's just like a pastel orange. And this is from Sinful Colors, which you can find in Walmart. They don't have a designated spot for it. Sometimes you have to kind of look for it. They'll have a little display, usually hanging on the edge of one of their little kiosks or something, or the end of an aisle. This color is Hazard 952. One thing I don't like about Sinful Colors is a lot of their colors are kind of transparent, so you need at least 2 coats to get it to look like it does in the bottle. That's kind of annoying when it's like that. And this is one of my newer ones here. This is one of the new P2 Minute Manis. I wore this at the beach last week. It's really pretty, very glossy red. And the name of this one is Ruby Rush. It's a really pretty metallic dark red. And it does dry pretty quickly, but I found that you definitely need 2 coats to make it look like this. If you do just 1 coat, it looks really washed out. And I also found that it chips very easily without a top coat. I did 2 coats and then just skipped the top coat, and it chipped almost immediately. I wasn't even really doing anything, and it still ended up chipping really bad. But I mean, it's a cool color. And it does dry. It says it dries in 60 seconds. I did not find that to be the case. It took several minutes to really dry, but especially after the second coat. You know, the second coat always takes longer. But it did still dry pretty quickly. I mean, it's a pretty color, but you definitely need a top coat over it. Now here's one I've had a long time, but it's still good though. It still works. This is Sally Hansen Miracle Gel, and it's just a light gray color, and it's called Graffiti instead of Graffiti, Grey, Graffiti. I think one of the first Lynette videos I did, she used this on somebody to do their manicure. It's a cool color. I haven't used it in a long time though. Probably if I did use it, I would put a semi-transparent veil over it to give it a little sparkle. It has a nice shine to it. I think all the Miracle Gels do. But yeah, the color is not very exciting. And then we have another LA Colors Color Craze. This is number 231, Ocean View. This is a really pretty blue. If you compare it to this one here, you can see it's a little darker. I think I actually like this one a little better. And I think I found both of these at Dollar Tree. And then there's the lovely LA Colors Color Last nail polish with the metallic finish. I know the lid's on there sideways. Sometimes you can't get it on there, you know, straight. See, it's LA Colors. Let's not split hairs and get nitpicky. It's a really pretty color. This is Obsidian, and it's a nice dark purple with a bit of a metallic sheen to it. It's very cool. And another Color Last. This one says it lasts up to 10 days. I don't find that, well, it says with the Color Last top coat. I use Revlon Quick Dry top coat with everything. I don't find that they last 10 days, no matter what top coat. Now this color name is Keepsake. It's a pretty orange. It is not like traffic cone. It's not hideous. And so, I mean, it's nothing like traffic cone. And then next we have another, this is a matte, and it's another blue color. We have a lot of blue in here. This is Suddenly Matte Fast Dry from Broadway Nails. And I find these at Dollar General. Although I've noticed they don't seem to have them anymore, at least around here. This one is called Glamorous. And it's a really pretty blue. Now it's going to look shiny when you first put it on, but it dries very quickly and becomes a matte finish. But if you want it to be shiny, if you like the color, just add a shiny top coat over it and it will be shiny. Now here's another one. This is Wet n Wild Fast Dry, but this is not a matte. This is an older bottle. This one is called Teal or No Teal. And it's very runny. This is one I remember. It's very watery. I mean, it's okay, but I used it once and it chipped very quickly, even with the top coat. I wasn't too impressed with it. And here's another new one. This one I haven't had very long either. I picked this one up after a nail polish section organization maybe about a month ago. This is another Sally Hansen Miracle Gel, and it is called Hunger Flames. Really pretty fuchsia color. And it's gorgeous. Even if you only have time to do one coat, it's actually really nice. I usually prefer to do 2 coats of nail polish. I just find that the color it's prettier that way. And another Sassy and Chic. I like this one too. This one's cool. So we have these two. And I may have duplicates in here and not catch it. If I mention 2 that are the same color, cut me some slack. I have about, close to 200 bottles of nail polish. So if I repeat myself, give me a break. This one is just number 903. And again, they don't have a name for it apparently. But they have a lot of Sassy and Chic products at Dollar Tree. I've never seen them in any other store. I mean, it's not to say they don't have them in other stores. I just only see them in Dollar Tree. So there's our first group. Let's clear it out and look at some more. Okay, we've cleared all that out. Now before we go on, I want to show you what I'm wearing now. Now what I'm wearing at the moment, we have 2 coats of this. This is Pure Ice Cosmic Chrome. This was a limited edition that I found at Walmart. It's very shiny. And it's called Need an Alloy instead of Ally. So I did what I did. I applied 2 coats of this. And then I went back over it with 1 coat of my favorite Revlon Quick Dry Top Coat, which of course you can find with Revlon Cosmetics in Target or Walmart or wherever. It comes in a little purple and white box. This is my favorite top coat. I use it with absolutely everything. So these 2 are what I'm wearing right now. Gives me a nice, pretty chrome look. I like it. Okay, now we'll get back to this. So here we have another LA Colors Color Craze. This is an interesting color. It's not really purple or blue. It's kind of both in a way. And this was called Fun in the Sun. Fun in the Sun. And this is another one that I found at Dollar Tree. They have quite a few colors of this type of nail polish that you can't find in other stores. Or that's been my experience anyway. I've never seen this one in any other store. Here's a fun one. Look, it's green and silver glitter. This one is from Pure Ice. And they used to sell these at Walmart, but they don't sell Pure Ice anymore. This one is called Looks Like Rain. I think I wore this one on St. Patrick's Day. Either this year or last year. I don't remember. But yeah, I wore it on St. Patrick's Day one of those years. Now here's another blue. This is a light blue, kind of a pearly finish from Broadway Nails. I found this at Dollar General. I'm not terribly impressed with these nail polishes. They're very inexpensive. That's true. They're only $1. But this one goes on so thin that if you try to use it by itself, it doesn't look very good, I don't think. And it says it's a high shine nail polish. It's really not. I don't think it's very shiny at all. I mean, to get any shine, you're going to have to go over it with a shiny top coat. And I found with these that you need at least 2 coats, sometimes more, to get it to look anything like it does in the bottle. So, but it might be pretty to put over something else like that gray I showed you a minute ago. A thin coat of this over that might look interesting. I don't know. Now here's another one of my favorites. This one can be hard to find sometimes. This is another Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. And the name of this one is Fashionista. FLASH-IONISTA. And it's blue, as you can see, and it has a really cool sparkle to it. I really, really like this one. It is a very, very nice color. Even if you only do 1 coat, which I usually do too. Well, here's a cool one. Now this one is from Fresh Paint. I find these at Five Below. If you have a Five Below in your area and you've never checked out the nail polish, they actually have some pretty cool colors. This one is I don't even know what color you would call that. Kind of like, it's not really midnight blue, but it's not purple either. It's kind of in between. And the name of this one is just Blanche. It's Blanche. Yeah, it's a neat color. And another color craze. This one doesn't have the sticker on it. I can't remember the name of this one. It's kind of a teal colored sequin nail polish. And this one also goes on really thin. It's not going to give you complete coverage. It's not going to look like it does in the bottle, unless of course you try the trick where and people have suggested this, you take the nail polish and you paint it onto one of those cosmetic sponges, the little foam sponges, and then the sponge will soak up a lot of the clear polish that is the base for this. Then you take the sponge with the glitter on it and you dab it. Use it to apply the glitter to your fingernail, and it removes a lot of the clear nail polish. That'd be about the only way, unless you wanted to put on like 1,000,000 coats of this stuff. It would take all day. Here's another color craze. This is an interesting color. It's called Tropical Paradise. It's kind of similar to this in a way, but this has more of a sheen to it, more of a shimmer. It's almost like it's not really gray. I'm not really sure what color it is, because it's like an odd, dark, bluish gray color. Oh, now these I really liked, but I think they quit making them. The Revlon Perfumery nail polishes. They are scented nail polishes. But the scents are not really, I mean, it's very hard because nail polish has a distinct smell, and then they try to add a scent to it and it just ends up smelling really, really weird. But I loved the colors that they had. They had really pretty colors. This one, for example, is Bordeaux. Really pretty dark red. But it doesn't smell like Bordeaux. I don't really know. It smells like a chemical plant, basically. It's not romantic at all. You just smell what I imagine the Joker smelled like when he came out of that vat. But it's a nice color. And here we have another P2. Now, we had a reddish one a minute ago, but this one is a little different. This one is more of a cherry red. This one is called Guest Star. And this is not one of the Minute Manis, but I do think these wear longer. The P2 Volume Gloss. It's a gel look polish. when I've worn these, they don't seem to chip as quickly, but they do take longer to dry, so I guess it's a bit of a trade-off. Now here's one that I got in an Ipsy glam bag or the box or something. This is Law Beauty Essentials. And I can't remember the color name. It was on a sticker. I think that was on the box, but it wasn't on the actual bottle of nail polish. And I honestly don't remember if I've tried this one or not. It's a very interesting, like a pastel purple or something. Very interesting color. And you see it comes in this sort of rectangular shaped bottle with a big plastic lid on it that of course is going to have the brush in there. I imagine this would be pretty easy to hold. It's bigger and gives you more surface area to grip. So there's that one. And then I have another metallic. This is one of the LA Colors metal nail polishes with a long-lasting metal finish. It's kind of a cherry color. I like that. It's sort of a rosy cherry color. This one is called Marvelous. Just marvelous. And I really like these metallic finishes. I find with these you can really get by with one coat much more easily and it still looks good. And these are pretty inexpensive. I think they were only $1.98. Now here's one we've seen in the nail polish organization. This is one of the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails polishes. This is Sturdy Sapphire. A really pretty blue. I know it's crazy. I have so many shades of blue and pink and teal, but I see what I want and I get it, so that's why I have all these. I'm not even apologizing. I see them and I want them and I get them. Here's one that somebody sent me. They sent me a little collection of nail polishes, and this is one of them. This is from Academy of Color. And there's no name on it. It's just like a dark red. Just a cool kind of, I don't know that I'd say it's burgundy. It's just a dark red. Look at that adorable little bottle. It's cute. And these, I found these at, I think either Walgreens or CVS. They were on clearance and they were maybe $1 a piece. This is Sally Hansen Triple Shine, and I think I actually bought two of these by mistake. I got two of the same color. This is Wavy Blue, and it's shiny, but it also has little sparkles in it. Although I would not say it's any shinier than any other nail polish. They call it triple shine like it's super shiny, but it's really not. I mean, I didn't think there was anything especially unique about it. It's a pretty color, but it's not any shinier than any of the other ones, I don't think. Oh, here's another one of my favorites right here. I love this one. This is another Sally Hansen Diamond Strength. And this is Wedding Crasher. I think I pointed out pretty much every time we organize nail polish. I really love Wedding Crasher. This one looks really pretty over a black nail polish. And what I do, I like to put it on a kind of light where you can see the black beneath it. It just adds a little bit of extra sparkle. I don't want it to completely cover the black nail polish. And it looks like stars at night. It just looks like stars up in the night sky. It's really a very, very pretty color over a darker nail polish. It'd probably look really good over dark blue as well. Or maybe even over something like that, but I don't know that I would use red. Or, maybe even over something like that. Now here's another one that I got in a glam bag or something from Ipsy. This is called Pretty Woman Nail Polish. And again, this is another one where the name was on the box that it came in, but the name is not on the polish anywhere. which I still think is a bad practice. I mean, what if you want to buy more, but you've thrown the box away and you don't remember the name of it? You're just going to have to kind of guess what color it is. It's pretty though. It's a nice burgundy color again. Kind of similar to that, although this seems to have more of a pearly sheen to it. Oh, I love my glitters. Look at that big silver glitter. This is LA Colors Color Craze number 446 Sparkling Diamond. Those are big pieces of glitter. Some of them have smaller pieces. These are pretty big. This is another one I like to. This would look good over just about any color. You could do red or like a blue. It would look good over that purplish color too. Really, any of them. And another fresh paint. So we have these two fresh paints here. This is a cool one. It's a nice rosy pink color. And this one is called Arrowhead, which is an interesting name. It's just Arrowhead. Really pretty. Yeah, I found this at Five Below, but the last time I was there, they didn't have any of these. They had some other brands, but I didn't see any fresh paint. So I don't know, maybe they're just not selling them anymore, or maybe they just didn't have any at that time. I'm not sure. I don't go in there very often, so maybe it was just temporary. So there's another little set. Let's clear them out for the next set. Okay, and let's see what we have next. This is a cool one right here. This really pretty light pink. This is from Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. This is a pink Cadillacer, number 170. Really pretty pink. I think this would look good on just about anybody, really. It's very nice light pink. And you do 2 coats of this, and it's just beautiful. 1 coat looks a little pale, but 2 coats, it's going to look just like this. You see they have the band on the little top of the bottle to show you what it looks like. Here's another one that I don't think they make anymore. This is Wet n Wild Fast Dry. We saw one of these earlier. Really pretty. It's like a Barbie pink color. It's called Magental Giant. Sort of like magenta, but they've changed it to Magental. Magental Giant. That's really pretty. It's a cool bottle. I like the little ridges on the handle there, on the lid. Yeah, it's a neat color. It's pretty. And here's an old one. Gosh, I've had this one a while. This is one of the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear colors in a really pretty purple. It's called Purple Craze. Purple Craze. That's a nice, really pretty color. I don't know why, but it reminds me of grape lollipop or grape popsicles for some reason. Here's a cool one. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags. This is from Trust Fund Beauty, and it's a really cool dark green. Look at that. This is called Kaled, K-A-L-E-D. So I guess it's the color of kale. But it's a beautiful dark green. I love that. I don't think I have anything else quite like that. But it's a super dark green. And a blue. This is another one I've had forever. This is another Sinful Colors. And for Sinful Colors, if you're in Walmart, you really kind of have to look for it. This color is Why Not. It's a really pretty dark blue. And you never know what colors you're going to find. You just kind of have to look through them. You can't be guaranteed to find any certain color. This is another Sinful Colors. These would go really well together. This is a glitter nail polish that has blue glitter that's about the same color as this, but it also has silver glitter mixed in with it. Yeah, that's a really nice combination. And of course it's mixed together in clear nail polish. That's a nice Those two would look really good, like do one coat of this, or even two, and then go over with a light coat of this. Just enough to let the blue show through underneath. Or I could even put it on over this silver. That'll look good too. Now here's a blue, but it also has dark blue glitter in there that you can see. This is a Revlon nail polish. It's called Artsy. Just Artsy. $4.85. That's a special color. Really kind of classy. I don't know that I've ever used it, honestly. A lot of these I haven't used. What happens is they end up in the bottom of the container and they get covered up with other bottles and I forget about them. So it's really good for me too to look through here because I'm seeing colors that I haven't really thought about. Here's another one of these triple shines. This one is number 460, Deep End, and it's purple. Really pretty dark. It's even darker than that purple. And this is another one I got on clearance. I think I found them at CVS. It was at least a year ago. But again, they call them triple shine. They're not super shiny or anything. I do like that color though. It's really cool. Nice dark purple color. Now this is a unique one here. This is Sinful Colors. And it has a metallic sheen. What I like about it is it's not really gold or silver or really even copper. It's like a combination of all of those. And it would go with anything. It's called Supernova. Number 1148, Supernova. I really love that color. I think it's one of my favorites as far as the metallics go because it's not silver, but it's not gold, and it's not copper. It's like all of the above. That's nice. And another glitter. This is small glitter in a pretty fuchsia color from LA Colors Color Craze. What is this one? I don't know what this one's called. These here came from Dollar Tree, and they were packaged in blister packs and hanging on the peg wall. And when I got them home, I realized they don't have a name. Like usually they'll have a little sticker that will tell you what name or a number. They don't have either of those. But it's still a nice color. Now this one, I don't remember why I bought this. This is one of the Miracle Gels, but it's a very light beige. It's called Bear Dare, number 120. And I think I bought it for a certain reason, but I honestly don't remember why I bought this. I don't know if I was going to wear it with something else or what, but this is not a color I would typically wear by itself. So I don't for the life of me remember why I bought that. Now this is an interesting one. I found this one at Dollar General for $1. This is Sally Hansen Sugar Coat. It's a textured nail color, kind of an orange shade. And it's number 260 Candy Corn. So this one's going to have a bumpy texture like sugar. But I haven't used it. I don't really know how it would feel because I haven't actually tried it. So I don't know. And here's another one. Now this one is Sally Hansen Sugar Shimmer. And it has a bit of a metallic sheen to it. But it is also a textured nail color. This one is called Work of Tart. Work of Tart number 04. And it's kind of a seafoam color. Kind of a seafoam green. And the paint on the bottle has a texture too. That one has a little bit of one. This one has more. Like you can scratch on it. I found that one at Dollar General too. Now this one I used a lot. There's about half of it in there, but it's not quite as shiny as this chrome. This is from Wet n Wild Fergie, and it is called Going Platinum. Going Platinum, and it's just a silvery nail polish. It's a really cool color. And another fresh paint. This one's kind of a pastel color, really festive, nice for summertime. This one is called Guava, and there's a lot in there. I think I might have used it a time or two, but I have a lot left. So that's Guava. Now this one, when I first saw it in Walmart, I didn't really like it. I thought it was ugly. But somebody said, no, get it and try it. You're going to like it. This is Revlon Chameleon. And I tried it and it was okay. But I just think on me it didn't look too good. I just did 2 coats. But I thought it might look better if I put it on over a darker shade of nail polish. Maybe that would make it look a little better. But I don't know. I didn't think it looked very good on me. This is one I do like. This is another Wet n Wild Fergie. I like the shape of their bottles. Look at all the glass down there. This one is cool. This one's called Velvet Lounge. Velvet Lounge. Really pretty red. This is such a cool color. And it really looks like that. If you do 2 coats, it looks exactly like this on your nails. And it's so nice. Can we fit one more in there? Let's see if I can do one more. Another Revlon. Now this one is kind of a violet color. It's kind of blue, kind of purple. On my monitor right now it looks blue, but it's more purple in real life. Has a little sparkle, not a lot. This one is called Sultry, number 495, Sultry. I don't know if I've tried it or not. Honestly, I don't remember. It's a cool color though. So here's another set, another little selection. So let's clear them out and look at some more. All right, next we have Salon Perfect, which we haven't looked at much lately. This is Neon Pop. And one of my subscribers recommended this one. It's called Mermaid of Money. MER-MADE. Mermaid of Money. They make another one that is a little bit darker than this, and I actually liked that one better. This one's okay. I wasn't too crazy about the way it looked on me. I think, that's not to say that it wouldn't look good on anybody else. I'm sure it would. I was not too crazy about it, but they do have a darker one that I really like. And here's another matte, Suddenly Matte Fast Dry from Broadway Nails. And again, these come from Dollar General. And this one is called Out for Fashion. It's kind of like a weird dark bluish greenish color. And again, when it dries, it's a nice matte finish, like a metallic matte. And it does dry extremely quickly, almost to the point that if you have it open, if you have the bottle open too long to apply it, it starts to dry in the bottle very quickly, so you have to be careful. I found this one at Family Dollar. I really didn't like it. It's called a New Color Holographic. Incredibly vivid metallic finish nail polish. It's really not, when you put it on, it doesn't really look as good as it does in the bottle. It's called Holographic Hollow 3. I mean, it's okay. It was pretty cheap. I bought several different bottles of this. It's alright, but I don't know. I was just expecting it to look like it does in here, but it really didn't. Now, this has been one of my favorites for a long time. But again, this is Pure Ice, which I've had trouble finding. And this is Free Fall, a really cool hot pink nail polish. And it has a little bit of a metallic sheen to it as well. So that's Free Fall, and I'm glad I saw this. I'm going to wear this. I'd forgotten. I'm so glad I'm going through these because I've forgotten about so many of these colors. I want to wear that one. This is another one of the Revlon Parfumeries, the scented nail polish. I think I actually have 2 bottles of this. Chocolate Truffle. I think it was in the other box as well. I have 2 big boxes of nail polish. Like painted wooden boxes. It smells kind of like a Tootsie Pop, a chocolate flavored Tootsie Pop. And the smell is really strong. Like it's distracting how strong the smell is. I don't really like it, but I do find if you put a top coat on over it, it helps mask that smell. So, but you actually can still kind of smell it even with a top coat on it. I bought it because I liked the pretty dark brown color. The color is really beautiful. This one I have had forever. This is Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Diamonds. They don't make this anymore. This is Diamond Shine. It's a really pretty beige color. It's called Champagne Diamond. I guess it is kind of a champagne color. It's not bad. But it goes on really sheer as well, so you would need a couple of coats of it if you were just wearing that with nothing under it. Oh, this one I've had for a while too. This is another Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. This one is gunmetal, I believe. 310. Yep, gunmetal. It's just a nice dark gray metallic color. It's pretty cool. Oh, this one's pretty. This is another Pure Ice. This is Respect, Respeck, and it is a gorgeous glitter. It is it has fuchsia glitter, dark blue, and silver glitter in there. It is a gorgeous color. It goes on nice and dark too. I really like it. I really hate that they don't sell Pure Ice at Walmart anymore. It's kind of a bummer. This one I found on clearance somewhere. This was, I think, when they stopped selling Top Speed. That's the name of the Revlon quick drying nail polishes, but I don't think they make them anymore. I could be wrong about that, but I think they stopped making them. This is a fast drying top coat with sparkly holographic stars. But it goes on kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It's called Celestial FX. It's okay, but it goes on kind of weird. I think just because the holographic stars are so big, and there are little diamonds in there and moon shapes, and they're really big. So I mean, it's cool, but the pieces in here are so big. You really have to work at it to make it look right. And another Sinful Colors with this was a limited time offer here with Luxe Fragments. What is the name of that? It's called Peace Out Pink. Piece. Peace Out Pink. And it has these really pretty pink bits of shiny stuff in there, little glitter pieces, but also little tiny glitter as well. You have bigger pieces and smaller pieces. Yep, there's that one. Here's one of the Sally Hansen Insta-Dries. This is one of the older ones, I can tell, because it has the black lid and the font is different. Yeah, I'll show you real quick. The newer ones look like this. And the lid is the same color as the nail polish. But it used to be more like this. This is called Pronto Purple. I think I found this one on clearance at Dollar General as well. Like all the discontinued stuff, I guess, ended up there. But it's a really pretty dark purple. It's alright. And this one I had totally forgotten about. This is another Miracle Gel. And it's called Let's Get Digital, number 669. It is a gorgeous light blue shimmery nail polish. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That's so nice. That was in the very bottom of my little container. I had forgotten all about it. And another, this has tiny little pieces of holographic glitter in there. This is from LA Colors Color Craze, and it's called Icicles. This will look really pretty over what I'm wearing. Check it out. I'm not gonna paint everything, but it's very subtle, but it adds just a little bit of sparkle. Now I have to remember my thumbnail's wet. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I might keep that one out and put it over all of them. But it adds just a little bit of a sparkle to my silver. Here is another Salon Perfect. This is one of the other colors I really like. This one is called Faraway Galaxy, and it's kind of a charcoal color. It's like a sparkly dark gray glitter nail polish. But it's very fine. It's very small. It's not big pieces of glitter. Here's an older bottle. These are big pieces of glitter. They're kind of a copper color from Pure Ice. Glitter topper, according to the sticker. It is called Witching Hour. Oh, I remember. This came out around Halloween, I think not last year, maybe year before last. And they had this little kiosk set up of, just limited time colors. And I think this was one of them. It's a really pretty copper colored glitter nail polish. So here's the other Insta-Dry. This is one of the newer ones. Gosh, that's hard to read. I can't read it. Just in Wine. Sorry, it's a very dark lid and the print is small. Just in Wine instead of Just in Time. Most of their nail polishes have to do with time, like send a snap, do it in a snap. Or what was this one? Well, no, it does Pronto Purple. So, you want it to be fast. So they called it Pronto Purple. And this one is Just in Wine. Some of the names are really reaching, but you know what? They still want it to apply to the color as well. So I imagine naming some of these is a challenge. Okay. Then we have another metallic finish from LA Colors, Color Last. This is a cool one here. And see the lids, how they do? I guess I'm putting them on incorrectly. This one is just emerald. But it's not really green, but it's called emerald. Nice metallic finish. And you put a top coat over this and it really makes it shiny. It looks so good with a top coat. Like a nice shiny top coat. Looks really good with this. And this one I didn't like at all. This is another Broadway Nails. And it's a yellow glitter. And it honestly, when you put it on, it doesn't really look like anything. Even if you do the trick with the nail, the cosmetic sponge where you paint it on there, it just doesn't really look like anything when you put it on. It never really looks yellow or sparkly or anything. I was very disappointed in that one. We have 3 more. This is the third. Now this is a cool one. This is very similar to the Fergie Velvet Lounge. This is from Pure Ice. Awesome dark red. This is Hit the Floor. Beautiful. It looks like a disco ball. This one is really pretty over a black nail polish. It's just gorgeous. The color is so nice. And here's another one of these with no name on it. It's just a kind of like a teal blue glitter nail polish from LA Colors Color Craze. So yeah, I think that's the second or third bottle of this that I have. Because what I do, I will buy them and then forget that I have it. And so then later, I'm in Dollar Tree and I see it and I buy it again. So that's just what I do. I'm making room. So there's that one there. And I have one last bottle. This is another Insta-Dry. This one is a really pretty color. I love this one. This is Petal, P-E-T-A-L, to the metal. So again, we're talking about going fast, you know, as far as time goes. Very nice metallic pink nail polish from Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. It's an awesome color. I really like it. I've used this multiple times, and it really does dry quickly. And with the top coat over it, it lasts a pretty good while. It's pretty good. It will last you at least 3 or 4 days, depending on how much you do and how quickly you mess up your nail polish. Some days I mess it up just from whatever I'm doing. Gonna squeeze it in there. All right, great. So that's the last of my nail polish collection. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all these bottles and, you know, looking at all the pretty colors. And I will see you again really soon. Have a great day.